Hey everybody, Jamie with Unleashed Omaha. Today I'm going to be doing a quick video today on how we get our dogs started at working on the Ecollars. I'm using the Mini Educator by Ecollar Technologies. This is Rae. Rae has only one session on the Ecollar. Yesterday we found her working number. Now you'll see that Rae is on a 5. This collar goes all the way up to 100. Now how I first decide which number the dog is going to be working on is I simply put the collar on the dog and I start at 5 and I go up in increments of 5 until I see the absolute lightest indication that the dog is feeling the collar. So if I have a 5 and I use a little bit of stim and the dog kind of gives me that reaction like, what's that? What was that? I know I'm at my right number. If I don't see anything, I'll typically go up to 10 and then adjust from there. If I don't see anything, I'll go to 15 and so on until I see the lightest indication that the dog is starting to feel the collar. Now if I am at a 5, I see nothing, and at a 10 and I see a dog with a jerk, I don't want that. I want the slightest indication. If your dog is tweaking his neck or showing that he has a little bit of discomfort, then you're too high on the collar and you need to adjust back down accordingly. So if you're seeing nothing at 5 and you're seeing a head jerk at 10, you know that your number is going to fall between 5 and 10. Rae here is working on a 5. Today, all we're going to do today, this is the beginning portion of it, is we're going to be working on yielding the leash. I like to use let's go, and it's simply a term that just means there's no formal healing, there's no nothing like that. It's just simply coming with the pressure of the collar. I want you to turn with the collar and follow me. And that's all I'm telling Rae to do today is let's go. So what you're going to see is Rae will be on the leash. You'll see me say let's go. I'm going to tap on the collar. Just tap, tap, tap until she turns and starts coming with it. And the moment that she does, I'm going to stop tapping. Okay? So all I'm looking for is for her to turn around and yield. Come on, Rhino. And turn around and yield to the pressure of the leash, okay? I'm also going to be showing you how I start to get the sit command with tapping on the collar. I also have a couple dog beds out here. I'm going to be showing you how to start the place work that a lot of dog trainers are using nowadays. So with that, I'm going to kind of walk you guys through it, show you kind of what I'm looking for. And if you have any questions on the video, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you may have. All right, guys, here we go. Rae, ready? So Rae's not paying attention right now. She's off paying attention to something in the woods. I simply say, let's go. I tap on the collar a couple times. She turns, comes with it. Good girl. Good. Let's go. Tap, 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 off. Good girl. Good. Let's go. Tap, 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 off. Good girl. Good. Let's go. Tap, 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 off. Good girl. Good girl. Let's go. Tap, tap, off. Good. Tap, tap, good. Go. Tap, tap, good. Let's go. Good. Let's go. Tap, 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 off. Good. So, do this work, you'll start to see the dog starting to respond to the pressure of the collar. Now, Rae's a big dog. She's got about 100-pound owner, 120-pound owner, that if this dog is pulling her down the street, it's very difficult for her to control. So getting her on a flat collar, E-collar, simply just tapping, let's go, good, let's go, let's go, good, good, let's go, good. All I'm looking for here is for Rae to be following me. Let's go. Good. Let's go. Good. Good job. Let's go. So this is Rae's first session, or second session. We did a little bit yesterday, not very much. But this is her second session she's ever worked on an e-collar. So you can see how fast and progressive this work can be. Just working on it 3 to 5 times a day for 5 to 10 minutes and working on showing them how to shut the pressure of that collar off. She's on a 5 on a scale from 1 to 100. I don't even register the collar personally until about 10. So it's a very, very light introduction way of introducing them to the e-collar and learning to turn with the leash and follow you. Good job, Rae. Good. So once I start to see let's go is going well and she's following me, she's starting to engage with me, I'll start looking for attention and I'll start rewarding that. But until I have her working with me nicely on that leash, I'm just working on showing her what the communication of the collar means. Hey, good. So the next one I'm going to start is with sit. So with sit, I'm simply just bringing Rae in, okay? Upwards pressure, tap, 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 tap. Just waiting for her to go into a sit. Good. Once she does, I release the pressure of the leash and I stop tapping on the collar. Good girl. Okay. Walk away. Come on. Good. Good. Start tapping the collar. And the second that she sits, stop tapping the collar. Now you notice that she got up. All I simply do there is raise my leash again and start tapping the collar. Good girl. She must wait for a release until she can get up. Good girl. Okay? Let's go. Tapping on the collar. The moment she sits, I release the pressure and the tension in the collar and stop tapping on the collar. Nope. Sit. Just keeping that pressure constant. Light taps on the collar. And the moment that she sits, good girl. Okay. And I'll just simply repeat this about 20 to 40 repetitions in my session if I'm working on a sit. If I'm working on multiple commands, all I'm looking for is about 20 to 40 successful repetitions, and then I shut my session down. I don't want to gas my dog. I don't want my dog finding obedience irritating or boring. I'm just showing them how to shut the pressure of this collar off. Okay? Now for dog beds, showing the place command, I do the same exact thing, okay? I start tapping the collar, I guide her onto the spot, her bed. The moment that she gets onto her bed, I stop the tapping, loosen the leash pressure, I tell her okay, and I invite her off the bed. And here's what that looks like. Place. Good girl. Nope. Good. Okay. I release her. We come back, we do it again. Tap, 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 place. Good. No. Good. Okay. Good. And I'll just repeat this. Tap, place. Good. She seems nice and settled. Good girl. Okay. Good job. And typically, I won't even start naming this command until I see a nice fluency in the understanding of how to shut the pressure off. Once I see the nice fluent understanding of how to turn that pressure off is by going to the bed or sitting or coming with me, then I'll start to name it. There's no point in me naming it if I'm not going to get the behavior that I'm looking for relatively quickly. Okay? So I'm simply here, I'm just guiding her on. I tap the collar. guide her on. The moment that she's there, I shut the collar off, loose leash, and I release her with okay. Okay. Tapping the collar. Loose leash. Okay. So she doesn't even have to be sitting or downing or anything. This has to be all four feet on the bed. Good. Good girl. Okay. As I get more progressive in my work, I can start going from bed to bed. Place. Good. And I can do the same thing for over here. Guide her onto the spot. That's where the tapping stops, where the loose leash stops or begins. Okay. I'll guide her over. I'll start tapping the collar. Good. Okay. Start tapping the collar. Off with the collar. Good. Okay. Tap with the collar. Off with the collar. Good. So as you can see, the work progresses pretty quickly. You see the dog starts to really understand how to shut that pressure of that e-collar off. And that's the main thing you're doing. These are not meant to be strictly an aversive tool. It's not dog does something wrong, fry the dog. Dog does something wrong, fry the dog. That's the whole entire reason why people are against these collars. These collars are meant for communication and showing the dog what is expected and what we need from them at that current point in time. As you can see, Rae, she's not being hurt, she's not being abused, she's simply learning the system. There's no signs of stress or anything in the dog, simply learning how to turn that collar on and off, okay? So if she were to get off a place, I just simply come back, tap on the collar. Good. She's back to it, right? So I'm not really asking her nope. Okay. I'm not really asking her for any duration right now. But the moment that she were to step off, I would just simply tap the collar again, guide her back to the spot, collar turns off, dog settles in nicely. As the work gets more progressive and you start getting around higher distraction situations, sometimes you do need higher levels of stimulation for the dog to feel the same stim. Different situations call for different numbers, but all this work starts very low distractions, very low distance, 6-foot leash, and make it simple. Keep it simple for your dog. And then as you start to get more of an understanding, the dog is progressing, is working on simple vocal commands, then you can start bringing it around dogs, toys, people, kids, and working on your communication around distractions and things like that. But this is how the beginning of this work starts. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. If you have any questions or anything like that on how to work e-collars with doing it properly and doing it fairly for the dog, email me. You can email me at Jamie, Jaime, at unleashedomaha.com, or you can call me directly, 402-965-1114, and I can answer any questions that you may have. I hope this video helps you guys out. I look forward to doing a lot more videos this summer and trying to put a whole entire video library together for you guys. Have a great day.